This is Rhonda Brooks of Farm Journal Media. I'm with Missy Bauer, Associate Field Agronomist. And Missy, this is a tough year for farmers as far as yields, and you've been talking about the value of yield maps even in a dry year. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, a lot of people are frustrated with their yields this year. I think we do got to realize there is some value in some of the data that we were able to collect, and that being in our yield maps. So in years of extremes, whether it's really dry, like the drought we had here in 2012, or even in wet years, you'll find that your maps will really be very well defined. In other words, if you're going to start utilizing your yield maps to help determine management zones in your fields, these dry year maps will really show that. So they'll show the areas that are good and the areas that are poor, but there's very distinct lines in between the two. So when you go to try to create your management zones to do your maybe soil sampling from and have an opportunity to do variable rate fertilizer or maybe even planting populations or nitrogen down the road, these maps will really help you get those set. So utilizing 2012 yield maps to help create management zones in your fields can be really helpful.
That makes a lot of sense. So in essence, in really good years, those distinct differences in your soil types and all don't show up as well.
Correct. In a good year, there's just going to be less variability across the field from one end to the other. In years of extreme or years of drought, you'll have a lot of variability going across, so it's going to pick out those little differences in soil type, and that's what we're after with our management zones.
All right. Well, thank you, Missy.